Welcome back everyone. So let's start. Today we have come towards our last topic of this chapter, evaluation. Okay. We will discuss today Hardy-Weinberg equation or Hardy-Weinberg theory. So this will be our last topic according your new syllabus. Some of the topics, the topic which are there. After this, all those topic has been deleted, which were a bit long topic, little bit big topic. So it has been deleted. I think it's very good decision regarding evolution chapter, origin of human, and then the evolution in brief. All those topic has been deleted, which is lengthy and little bit big, so we don't need to discuss it anymore. So with this we will wrap up this chapter. Okay, so far whatever we have discussed, all those are important, that all will come in your exam. Okay, so Hardy-Weinberg, we're going to write first its definition, and we will see the equation, and we're going to solve some problem. Okay, definition. Hardy-Weinberg theory. It says that, I'm going to write it very nicely, the relative frequency of an allele. Do you remember allele? The relative frequency of an allele remain constant from generation to generation in a population where the relative frequency of an allele remain constant from generation to generation in a population where organisms are sexually, is it double L or single L? I don't know. Maybe double L. Sexually reproducing. Got it? In a relative frequency of an allele, the relative frequency of an allele remains constant from generation to generation in a population where organisms are sexually reproducing. So that is known as Hardy-Weinberg. See, Hardy-Weinberg is important. Question come. The expression of Hardy-Weinberg. Question come. Okay, we're going to write it down. First, we need to see the definition. Then we need to see where it is applicable, this law, and we need to see the factors that affect Hardy-Weinberg equation. Got it? And we need to see the expression, how it is written, and we're going to solve some problem as well, which will help you for your entrance. Those who are interested in medical entrance, this is going to help it. We're going to complete it, our entire syllabus. देखते ही खत्म हो गया. कहाँ से कहाँ तक आ गया हम लोग? In quarantine, starting from quarantine, corona, now we are about to complete our syllabus. We have 2 more to go. I mean my syllabus, 2 more to go, biotechnology, then we will complete. So this law is applicable when population is big. So in big population only this law is applicable. So when population is big. Next thing, where it is applicable only in a population where it shows random mating. Population shows random mating. Got it? Next, it is applicable when in a population there is no mutation. Mutation should not be there, and we know what is mutation. But if mutation somehow by chance if occurs, it should occurs in both the direction. Okay, so no mutation. If mutation occurs, then it should be in both the direction. I shouldn't be writing all those, but still I am writing. Okay? No mutation. If mutation, both the direction. Number 4. What else we can write? So let's revise. Applicable, this law is applicable only when the population is big. In entrance, this asked Hardy-Weinberg equation, it is applicable in, they're going to give you 4 options. Remember, there will be or else the question will be find out the incorrect word or incorrect answer. Okay, so remember this. Based on this, the question always asks. So it is applicable only when there is a big population. And population should show random mating, and there will be no mutation. If mutation occurs, then that should be in both the direction. Okay. 4th point. It is applicable when population shows potential for mating, then only Hardy-Weinberg equation is applicable. So first of all, remember the definition. Okay, the relative frequency of an allele is constant from generation to generation in a population where organisms are sexually reproducing. So applicable is when the population is big, it should show random mating, no mutation. If mutation occurs, then it should be in both the direction, and its population should show a potential for reproducing or for reproduction or for mating. Okay, say you might be getting some kind of confusion here, but all some points you might be getting some confusing here, because why? The reason that some topic has been deleted. Okay, so there is one topic, mutation theory. Okay, before that, this if we discuss mutation theory, you would have, it might get easy for you to understand. Yeah, it is understandable only. Just study once, you will understand. Okay, so the brief description of evolution has been deleted in that topic. We might need to study that mutation theory, neo-Darwinism theory, chromosomal theory is also there. So those a brief, it's long, very long. Okay, so that's all has been deleted. And the human evolution, starting from monkey to human, it has been deleted. So directly we are discussing this directly. Don't get confused, please. Just remember. Okay. Next thing, the expression, the Hardy-Weinberg expression, how it is written. Now that is very important, you need to know. And we're going to solve some problem as well. Okay, there is something wrong with this duster. Please excuse me for that. Shall I use different ink? Tell me what color you need. What color you want? Red, blue and green. I have red, blue and green. What color you want? Green. Let's take green. I hate red. So factors that affect Hardy-Weinberg's equation. Number 1, mutation. Finish. Let's take blue. Number 2. It's not working. Same. Oh yeah, that one is working. Number 2. So mutation. We have discussed mutation, sudden change in genetic makeup, sudden change in gene. If there is sudden change in gene due to some external factors, or it can be due to some genetical disorder, it results into mutation. External factors like temperature, climatic condition, chemicals, some other. So when mutation occurs, it affects equilibrium, Hardy-Weinberg equation. Okay, so few sentences you write by yourself. The next one, recombination. So recombination occurs during gamete formation, during meiosis cell division. Okay, during recombination also it affects Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Okay, if you don't understand, just memorize it. Next, we can take migration. Migration of allele. We are not talking about people. We are talking about allele. So migration can be immigration, emigration, and immigration. And immigration. Emigration and immigration. Emigration means going out from the allele, going out from one particular place. Immigration means coming in from another place. Number 4, genetic drift. That is very important. Some part, study by yourself also. Okay, some topic study by yourself. You also do some part by yourself. Okay, do not depend everything on others, not even on me also. Okay, do not depend, especially men. Okay, never depend on someone else. A real man makes his own luck. Have you heard that? No, it is said by me. So genetic drift, that is important. Sometimes the question asks based on genetic drift specifically. So genetic drift is a sudden change in the population. Sudden change in the population is known as genetic drift. If there is by chance any change in a population, let me say and specifically, if by chance, if there is sudden change in an allele of a population, then it results into genetic drift. Got it? If there is a sudden, if there is a by chance change in a allele of a population, then it results in a genetic drift. We can take an example of genetic drift can be explained. We can explain by taking an example of a bottle with a narrow neck which is filled with pebbles. You know pebbles? Okay. A bottle, some kind of bottle with a narrow neck which is filled with small pebbles. Got it? Now when when we try to put that bottle upside down, when we put the bottle upside down, some pebbles is going to come out from the bottle and it is going to fall into one particular place. Okay, now this is just an example to explain genetic drift. Okay, we are taking the example of this, a bottle neck, a narrow neck bottle with pebbles. Some pebbles are going to fall off from the bottle, some, not all, some, because it has a narrow neck. The size which is suitable to comes out, they will come out from the bottle. The size of the pebbles. Pebbles, a horu horu pathor je ami indoor garden or to potot diu je bibhinno dhoroner color poa jay. Horu horu pathor aquarium oto thake bhitorot ei enekua aru. So some people is going to come out from the bottle, and that pebbles is going to, reproduced. Consider these people as a human, okay, but I am explaining pebbles in terms of living organisms kind of thing. So this pebble now which is comes out from the bottle in one particular place, in that place that pebble is going to reproduce, they're going to grow in number. Okay, so this is genetic drift. Understood? So take the help of book, I'll explain it here. So genetic drift means by chance if there is any change in the allele of a population due to migration, okay, due to migration of allele, migration, it can be immigration or immigration, it results into genetic drift, and we can explain this by taking an example of a narrow neck bottle with the pebbles. So suppose there is the bottle with a narrow neck and there is a pebble inside. When you put the bottle upside down, all the pebbles is going to come out from the bottle, and that pebbles in that particular place is going to reproduce, it's going to form its own number. So the new organism will form here. Okay, that's it. Don't get confused. Okay, don't ask me. This is very easy. See my video twice, thrice, you will understand. You can ask me, I was just kidding. You can ask me if you have any confusion or any doubt. I'll be happy to clear your doubt. Please ask me. Feel free. Don't feel hesitant. You can call anytime, any place. Not during midnight. So these are the factors that affect Hardy-Weinberg's equation. Now, expression of Hardy-Weinberg, how it is written? The expression, black, I go with black. Black is best. Black is my favorite color. Expression. So, dominant allele we represent. Suppose dominant allele, okay, we know how it is written. Dominant is always written in capital letter. Recessive is always written in a small letter. So dominant we write in the form of P. P. If it is homozygous dominant, we write P square. Got it? If it is recessive allele, we're going to write it with Q. Q. If it is homozygous recessive, we're going to write Q square. Q square. Okay. Now this is homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive. Now when we write the expression of Hardy-Weinberg, the expression is written as like a plus b whole square formula. P square plus 2pq plus q square equal to 1. Or you can also write it like, oh, I forgot to mention this one, right? So if it is heterozygous, it is written as this PQ. Okay, let me write A heterozygous, capital A, small a. It is written as PQ. Okay, heterozygous dominant. Heterozygous dominant. This is then PQ. Got it? So the expression or formula you can say we write like a plus b whole square kind of formula, p square plus 2p q plus q square. It can be also written as p square plus q square or 2pq equal to 1. I know. I hope you know all those, right? I hope you know all those. I'm sure you know a plus b whole square. I know. You know. Everyone knows. Except our PM. Jokes apart. So, Hardy-Weinberg. So this is all about Hardy-Weinberg. So first of all, definition, then applicable, then the factors that affect Hardy-Weinberg. Then this expression is very important. You can either like this or you can write like this also. Okay, this is the formula. P stands for dominant, Q stands for recessive, heterozygous stands for PQ, but when you write formula, we write P square plus Q square plus 2PQ equal to 1. Okay, so with taking this formula, we're going to solve some problem. Sometimes the question asked, sometimes basically the question doesn't come, but sometime they ask, and in entrance the question comes. I'll give you a formula and I'll give you some homework as well. You do it by yourself, okay? Some of you are completely unaware of the things that is going on. I brought some question for you. Some of the students are completely unaware what's going on. I have to write it down now. I'll give you a very simple in a Hardy-Weinberg population. It is a very toughest thing to do. In a Hardy-Weinberg population, P is 7. Let me change it. It is the very toughest thing to do. I hate writing. Okay, so it says that the question asks, in a Hardy-Weinberg population, the dominant allele is given value 0.7. I hope it is visible. And the recessive allele is given as 0.3. Now you need to calculate the number of heterozygous individual in a given population. So you need to find the heterozygous. Now what it stands, heterozygous stands as PQ, 2PQ, right? 2PQ. So whenever you solve any problem, you just find it out what are the given value given. So that is the basic things you need to do. I hope you all know. So first, dominant allele is given. So just write it out. What are the value given first? So dominant means P square, right? P square. Oh, we write P. Okay. 0.7. We don't need to write square here. So dominant allele is given as 0.7 and the recessive allele is given as 0.3. Allele means Q. So we need to find the heterozygous individual. So we need to find 2PQ. Simple. Just put the value 2 into P 0.7 into Q 0.3. So what will be the answer? 2 3 is 6, 6 7 is 42, and there is a point, so there will be 0.42. So how many, calculate the number of heterozygous? We've got 0.42. Okay, I'll give you homework based on this. So this will be your answer. In Hardy-Weinberg, calculate the number of heterozygous individual. Calculate the number of heterozygous individual. Calculate the number of heterozygous individual out of 60 population. So you need to find it out, the heterozygous individual out of 60 population. 60 out of 60 people, you need to find out the heterozygous individual. Okay, it will be the same, the value you will get the same, only out of 60, whatever the value you got, so divide it with 60. Okay, multiply it with 60. Multiply with 60. That means out of 100 population, 60 means what? Out of 100. So 60 by 100 into whatever value you got. Got it? 60 population means what? 60 population means out of 100 there is 60 population. So whatever value you get, you multiply with 60 divided by 100. So 60 by 100 into whatever the value you get, you will get your answer. Okay, let me write one question. Let me put, okay, otherwise you will get confused. Dominant allele P. Now, let me make you easy. And recessive allele Q is given as this value. So find the number of heterozygous individual out of 60 population. So out of 60 population means 60 by 100 into whatever the value you get. Next question. That will be your homework. Okay, do it by yourself. Next question. in a Hardy-Weinberg population, 98 out of 100, 200 is showing recessive phenotype. Okay, this kind of problem is going to help you for your entrance point of view. What will the percentage of heterozygous? One thing you need to remember, if the question is asked percentage, then you have to convert your value into percentage, okay? If the question simply asks the value, just put the value. Whatever the value you get, that will be your answer. But if the question is asked, what will be the percentage, then you have to convert it with percentage, okay? So first, let's do. So what is the value given? See, whenever question asks recessive and dominant, always remember the recessive means P, dominance means recessive means Q, dominance means P. So what is the value given here? Out of 88 out of 200 is showing recessive phenotype. Okay, that means out of 200, 88 population are showing recessive phenotype, and we need to find the heterozygous in percentage. So write it down. What are the value given? Recessive value are given. That means Q square is given. Okay. Let me first. Q is given. So out of 200, 98 population are showing recessive. So Q is given 98 by 200, and we need to find heterozygous 2PQ. We need to find. So what we can do, see this, we can also write it as, we can cut karke kitna milega, 2 4 ja 8, 2 9 ja 18 and 2, so 49 by 100. We can also write this as 0.49, right? We can also write this as 0.49. okay, my 4 and 9 seems a little bit similar, don't get confused. Now Q we got 0.49. okay, now we need to find P. Swing recessive. Say the recessive phenotype is given the Q square, because our formula is P square plus 2PQ plus Q square. Okay, so if in a question, if there is not mentions like P or Q, just put the value of the formula, like Q square is given as 98 by 200. okay, that will be your Q square, not Q. So Q square is given as 98 by 200, so we get 0.49. so square ko hata do, remove square, so we'll get 0.7. okay, so remove Q square, so we will get 0.7. 0.7. Now we need to find P, the value of P. So to get the value of P, there's one more formula you need to remember. P plus Q equal to 1. okay, so P will write down this formula and put the value of Q, we will get the value of P. So 1 minus the q is 0.7. So the p will be 0.3. Okay, understood. So recessive phenotype, that is q square, is given as 98/200 and we get 0.49. Remove the square, so q we get 0.7. Now to get the value of p, because we need to find this value, right? So that's why we need to find p value. So we need to find p value. To get p value, we can use that formula. Okay, in some question you might need to find q value also. You can use the same formula. So to get p value, so p q को उस तरफ ले जाओ, 1 minus the q value is 0.7, so we get 0.3. Now this value we put in this. 2 into p will be 0.3 and q 0.7. So we get 0.42. Same. Okay, understood? यहाँ में थोड़ा दिक्कत हो गया. Okay, so there will be the formula. Next question, let's do. Practice करो, आ जाएगा. This type of question mostly don't ask in a board exam, but in entrance this type of question asks. That's why I'm giving some extra thing. In 51 population, carry at least. Let's not do this. That will be tough. That will be tough. No need. I'm giving some extra thing. Okay, this type of question, it hardly comes in a board exam, but for entrances it is very important. Let's do some easy question. Just to do practice at home, instead of wasting time, just do some problem. Oh, I forgot to convert that value into percentage. Just multiply with 100, okay? Just multiply with 100. So that will be your answer. I forgot to convert it. What will be the percentage of heterozygous individual in a population? It's very easy. See, capital B means dominant, small b means recessive here. So the dominant and recessive we write in the form of capital letter P. Okay, so the P is given 0.19. So dominant, small letter means B means, small letter B means recessive. So recessive we just write Q. It doesn't matter with a capital letter P or capital letter Q here. We just simply represent it. Okay. So yeah, we write with capital letter P, that is the dominant. The recessive we write with a small letter Q, that is the recessive. Okay. So the small letter Q, that is recessive, is given as 0.81. So we need to find out the heterozygous individual, that is 2pq. We need to find out. It's simple. So just multiply 2 into 0.19. Q value is given 0.81. So whatever the value you will get, convert it into 100. So you will get somehow 30.78. So we need to convert it into percentage. Just multiply with 100%. So you will get 31%. Somehow 31%. That will be your answer. Okay, these are some basic things, you know, to practice. Again, this type of question hardly asks, mostly it doesn't ask. If the question come, it will come very easy. But it's for you to do practice at home. So I'll just change it, do it by yourself. That will be homework. So percentage, if the question is asked, the percentage you just multiply with 100. Your value you multiply with 100. Okay. I have many questions, but no need. You don't need to do this. Not required. Okay. So with this we have completed our chapter evolution. Okay. I hope you all understood. From next video lecture, we're going to discuss a new chapter, that is biotechnology. So far we have discussed evolutions of basic things, the origin of life, origin of art. Then we have discussed the modern theory of evolution. Before that, we have discussed the theory of first theory that has been proposed by different scientists. We have discussed, right? Then we have discussed the modern theory. Then we have discussed Urey and Miller experiment. Then we have discussed the evidences of evolution. Then we have discussed Lamarck's theory, Darwin's theory, Hardy-Weinberg. So finish. Okay. So next video lecture we will continue our next chapter, biotechnology.